look at Republic Services, Google them, find out what kind of litigation they're included in with the other communities that they're involved with. But this is big business, folks. Garbage is big business, and this is a business we want to keep in Gary. If you look at the data on regional economic multipliers that were put out by the Office of Economic Analysis for the U.S. Department of Commerce, you'll find that there's a 5.5 turnover rate in the dollars spent for wages in public service before that money leaves the community. So if we're paying our workers $1.4 million a year, they can spend $5 million with small businesses. They can shop, they can buy groceries, they can help their churches. This is money that should stay inside the community. And those dollars turn over 8 times before they leave the state of Indiana. They will not be doing that. They will not be doing that if we sign this contract with LA Waste. So I suggest you look at the numbers, you do the math, and you'll conclude that the best solution to this is to keep the jobs in Gary, keep our people enslaved, and keep the money in the city of Gary.
I've been asked by one of the news organizations to allow the mayor, if he chooses to make comments. And I think in the name of transparency, in the name of openness, then I think we should do that. So if the mayor chooses to come and answer any questions or otherwise participate, even though we called this rally, then we don't have a problem with that. We would just note that he calls press conferences or meets with people, and we have no notice of it.
That's right.
But just to show that we're all for transparency, we're all for fairness, and we're all for the truth, then if he chooses to, he can certainly come forth. If we're required to stand here,
exactly.
All of you directed me to do.
Exactly.
And I don't understand why it is that the mayor can't stand here as well.
Exactly.
Am I
Exactly.
missing something?
No, you're not missing nothing.
Hold on. I would simply ask, are there any other questions of those who have called this rally? Any other questions? If not, thank you very much. Rudy the Rat.
Rudy the Rat.
We moving him, man. Jamal. You heard him. Get back up there. You master this boat. Get back up there. You got back up there, didn't you?
Yeah.
You don't be on the unemployment line, do you?
Keep your mic up there.
Yeah. You're a crook, man. Come on down here. That's it. Welcome to Crookland. That's the rat for me. Boom. Oh. Come on in, officer. Move in. Security. ABC, inside order. First of all, I got to clear up the conversation.
Come on, guys. Come on.
Number one, under the old system, picking up the garbage cost the taxpayers of Gary, Indiana, $9 million. Under that old system, we were receiving approximately 40 to 50 complaints a day. The trucks were breaking down, and we were spending approximately $600,000 a year on maintaining for the trucks. Now it's costing us approximately $5 million a year for garbage pickup. And a person who
let's contract out the mayor, though.
ought to know
that it's cheaper to pay $5 million for garbage pickup than it is to pay $9 million for garbage pickup. In fact, the people of Gary, Indiana was getting shortchanged, shafted, and we were getting 40 and 50 complaints a day because the garbage was not being picked up. Some of the garbage was behind 4 and 5 weeks, and they were not getting picked up.
You wasn't picking it up.
Under the old system of picking up the garbage.
It's your job to make sure they pick it up.
Citizens of Gary, Indiana was paying approximately $500,000 a year for insurance premium.
How you go along with that?
And now we pay zero for that.
How much are we paying per month for Allied Waste to pick up the trash? How much are we paying per month for Allied Waste to pick up the trash? Mayor, can you answer that question? I'm sorry.
Can we let him finish, please?
ABC, anybody but Clay? Under the old system of picking up garbage, sometimes we would have 2 trucks operating.
Lie.
And 49 employees
That's a lie.
operate those 2 trucks.
That's a lie.
Sometimes we would have 3 trucks operating.
We here.
That's a lie.
And 49 employees to pick up the truck. The issue
pick
here
up
is
the truck.
efficiency. Almost every city and every town in Lake County, Indiana, are outsourcing their garbage. You talk about property taxes. Let's talk about that. The people that are paying property taxes in Gary, Indiana, have been getting shortchanged for years and years because if you pay for this out of your property tax money, it costs you $41 per month. So now we're saying, especially the senior citizens, you only have to pay $7 and you get your garbage pickup. You have 11 trucks picking it up, and the trucks that are picking it up are high-tech. It costs approximately $250,000.
And none of them work here.
Last year,
None of them live.
the last 3 years, in the last 3 years, we have decreased spending in Gary, Indiana, almost $33 million. No mayor in the history of this town has decreased spending almost $33 million in 3 years. That's over $1 million per month decrease in spending.
Sierra. Vote fraud. You Chicago. Pay to play. You got crooks in your cabinet.
So I just go to the question.
Tell them to show you all the crooks.
The $9 million number?
What
does the $9 million number represent?
The $9 million represent, I'll give you a good example. Almost $1 million a year that we were paying for union insurance for these employees. Almost $600,000 a year we were paying for maintenance on trucks that were breaking down every day.
You wasn't taking care of it.
There's a thing in Gary that's called zone pickup, whereas you would have to pick up couches and mattresses and like that. Now, Allied picked those up free. It was costing us $500,000 just to pick up what we call big items.
Allied picking up one piece at a time. We had to pick up everything.
Well, yeah, what's the answer?
Per month. Hold up.
A lot of people, like we have a department in place doing this job, and people are now without jobs where a private contractor can come in and shoot.
Best beer crowd for ever here.
As I was saying before, it boils down to finance, economics, efficiency, money, budget cuts. We're not the only city in America, you know, that has a problem.
What about family?
When it comes to finances in the city of Gary, we're before the Distress Unit Appeals Board right now, and if they had not approved some of the issues that we put on the table, Gary City Hall, we wouldn't have to lay off almost 600 people.
Yeah.
What do? You lay off police? I don't think so. You lay off fire? I don't think so. I think you have to be creative, and we had to be creative.
If you was creative, why you let some of your buddies go?
Let me explain why the garbage is not being picked up now. There was a Superior Court judge in Hammond, Indiana, that said to the city administration and said to the city council, the city council must pass an ordinance for these fees.
If the city council cannot pass an ordinance for the fees, we cannot collect the money, we cannot pay the vendor, we cannot pick up the garbage.
We don't need the
collecting
vendor.
it since February. You still kept on collecting it.
So what's going to happen, Mayor? Are we in a stalemate? Will the garbage get picked up, and if so, how?
Well, as I said before, a judge, Superior Court judge, has
Bust
said
you out.
to